who have had to go through FGM, and many of them feel that they've been forced into FGM and they feel like their lives have come to an end. But watching the Honorable Speaker actually get up and say she has gone through that experience. And when you look at her, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's got everything to offer. And I think that gives hope to thousands of young Kenyan girls who are going through FGM, that life has not come to an end. There is still a huge opportunity. So I want to thank and congratulate my sister. Back to the amendment, I stand to support this amendment. Why? Because it's the first step or the first opportunity into realizing the negotiated NADCO report. After a fierce battle with what Iebc, or what many people have considered to be the rules created by Iebc, we have a report that was actually politically negotiated. And this is the beginning of realizing that report. Mr. Speaker, I hear many people talking about 3 years is not enough for a CEO. A CEO of Iebc, if he needs more than 3 years to acclimatize himself with the job, then he is not worth being in that position. We have the experience of one CEO sitting in 2 elections, and that CEO began to feel that he was the Iebc. Even began to feel more important than the commissioners themselves. So one thing that makes me support this amendment is that the Iebc CEO will serve for 3 years. And if he's done a good job, he can serve for another 3 years. In effect, he'll only be overseeing one Kenyan general election. And I think that is good for the country. Mr. Speaker, I also like the fact that the selection panel is now expanded. When you expand it, and I had a few of my colleagues say, when you expand it and bring more professional bodies, that means that we are able to judge candidates who are coming to be commissioners or who've applied to be commissioners in different segments. An accountant will see, no, this is quite a tweet. A legal member of the selection panel would say, this has a legal mind. So we have the end result of that will be that the people who will be selected to become commissioners will be all-rounders that different professional sectors have actually given their nod to. Mr. Speaker, I'd also like to say that apart from increasing the number of members of the panel, I'd like to say that I also like the mandatory, the fact that we are asking the commissioners that as soon as we have a general election, don't sit pretty and feel like you've already done your part. It is now mandatory for the commissioners to have a review in the first year after the elections. And that review should not be a secret sitting within their commission, but shared publicly so that we know that they have the opportunity to see what went wrong or what might have gone wrong and how they can actually rectify the mistakes that might have occurred in the last or in the previous election. Mr. Speaker, I think this is fundamental because you cannot say that once you're a commissioner, one election will be like the next. There will be different challenges experienced at different elections. And the reason why they must sit and review is to actually knock off the challenges that they experience and make the next election better. Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to speak for too long, but I want to say that this is an opportunity for Kenyans to fight to have a free election, an election that will not see